Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So today what we're going to be doing is custom intake. So first off, you're going to remove your bumper. Now my last video shows how to remove your bumper if you've never done that before. Now I'll show you what I used. I wouldn't recommend using this just because it's like super stiff. So remove your 10 mil bracket to hold it, and then your 10 mils from here. And then your clip here, there's two clips here, one clip here, and then this will come right out. Remove your tray. I removed my fog light. It was literally just these two screws here, and then the fog light comes right out, lens and all. Alright, so I removed the clip here, and back in there is your gearbox. Removing the bolts from here did absolutely nothing, but I did reach my hand under and from underneath here and separated this piece from whatever it's connected to down there. So this is all loose, but I'm going to try to pop this under. There's actually another bolt holding it in. It said struts are broken, so it just keeps closing on me. And remove this. It's all disconnected, so you just pull that out, lift it up. It's got to be connected to something else. There is a clip right here, so you're going to want to remove that. So after a lot of wiggling and everything, it came out. Got to really pull on that to get that out of there. Under here, there's a 10 mil that's going to be holding this part, so go ahead and remove that. Alright, so this is the long bolt that's under there. That is holding this in place. Anyways, wiggle it out of there somehow. Watch out for your fan. It's just plastic. It shouldn't break it, but I'll get it out. As you can see here, it's just this thing that's getting jammed in the fan. Okay. Easiest to push it through the bottom, twist it until you figure it out. Come on. I'm gonna need two hands. Oh my god. This is your stock air box. Very bottlenecked. It goes like this. The air goes through here into this little bottleneck. Yeah, it's wide, but it's pretty narrow. And then it goes up through here and into your stock air box. So that'll go like that. Perfect. And then I'm gonna Gorilla tape it there. All right, so this is nice and sealed, airtight. Wrap the tape around a few times. It's not going anywhere. I'm not gonna be able to put the brake cooler on there just because the intake is in the way. We got all this stuff replaced with just like 2.5 feet of piping, so pretty cool. Dryer vent, this would be easy, but the piping I got like super stiff, so it's hard to, I'm having a hard time getting it into the fog light hole. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to go ahead, remove all this and attach it to the fog light first, and then I can put it on the intake a lot easier. So this piece here is about 24.5 inches, 25 inches. The dryer vent's meant for heat, so probably a dryer vent's even better, but I just got this just so it looks better, I guess, but the dryer vent would definitely be easier. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just taping everything around airtight. I'm going to tape it like crazy all around, underneath, nice and airtight. And then I'll feed it up through and put the bumper on. So this is, like I said, 24, go 25.5 inches, so that way you have enough piping. So I went ahead and drilled a hole right there just to let the water out so it doesn't puddle in the bottom and then you're sucking up water. So on the really bad days, Water is gonna suck in there because it's just a big open hole, but put a hole there. Nice and airtight. Feeding right into here. Then we're gonna go ahead and shove that in there. Put everything back together. Go at 25 inches because I measured it's like 24 and a half, so go with 25 and a half inches. And you should be all right. With a dryer vent, like I said, you're gonna have more play than this, but once I go ahead and tape it all around, it's gonna be airtight anyway, so I don't really care. All right, she's done. Well, putting the battery back in, and she's all done. Give it a wash. It is 31 degrees, which is about 89, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you go look here, air intake temp, intake air temperature, it's literally the same as outside. So it's definitely getting the coldest air possible. It's literally just feeding right into the intake from the front. It's not going through anywhere near the engine bay. I think this is the best, cheapest way to get the most gains intake wise. Just put a K&N drop-in filter and then pass it through your dryer or your fog light or your switchback or something. Just make sure it's getting air right from the front to the back. It's getting the coldest air possible, literally directly from in there right to there. It's not coming through here and close to the engine bay. It's as far away from the engine as possible, so that is going to give you the coldest air possible. Some people actually cut a hole in their bumper and put that like carbon fiber air vent. So sometimes you'll see like a hole here, and that's what it is. They're just feeding the intake right to the, or they're just feeding the air right from here. Also, some people, I think Leo feeds it from his right around here, but I did it from there to there. So now the only issue is I would recommend using a dryer vent. Reason being, this piping here is very stiff, and the problem I'm getting right now is when I turn my wheel to the right, I am rubbing in the fender liner. I mean, you can't see it, but the pipe is so thick and stiff that it's pushing my fender liner out a bit. So when I turn my wheel to the right, it rubs. Now I do gotta turn, like, it doesn't rub on a small turn, but when I turn a sharper turn, it does rub. So not really sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'll just like take my tire off once I find my lug nut removal tool, but I'm gonna take the tire off and then maybe smush the vent a bit if possible, but like I did there, I jumped with 2 feet on that and it didn't squish. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but I will definitely figure it out and keep you guys updated. Now that I got that, the only thing left to do before tune is install my resonators and fix the Y pipe after the J pipe, fix the bottleneck piping after the J pipe. That the OEM piping is really bottlenecked, so I'm fixing that, adding the vibrant resonators, and then hopefully I'll have my ported runners, ported manifold, and ported throttle body in by then, and then I'll be able to go get a tune. Also, I have an appointment this weekend for the transmission, finally getting that fixed. So stay tuned, guys, lots more to come, and thanks for watching. Bye.